will the Patriots actually go quarterback at number 3? Elliot Wolf, director of player personnel, de facto GM for the New England Patriots, at his pre-draft press conference just a few moments ago. This from Chad Graff, who covers the Patriots for The Athletic. Quote, "We're open for business." Now, that could just be a GM doing the right thing, saying, hey, give us a call. Tell us what you're willing to give up for number 3. We'll listen and then tell you no, because we've got a chance to get a franchise quarterback there, we feel like. Or, and that would be the right thing to do. That would be the right thing to do if you are Elliot Wolf. Or they could legitimately, Joe, be open for business. And if that's the case, like I've been saying all along, next Thursday night, something happens at number 3 and chaos strikes the NFL draft's first round anyway.
Yep. You know where I stand. I don't think they should take the quarterback, and a lot of people are just plugging in a quarterback. Third of 3. Well, their quarterback situation's a mess, so they got to take one, and there are 3 guys, maybe 4, that people project in the top 5, so give them the best on the board. What evidence do we have that they love whichever guy it is, whether it's Daniels or whether it's May? They're awful at a lot of spots, and that's the problem. They're nowhere near ready to win. It's probably going to be a couple of years before they think they're going to be ready. So why would you eat up the first 2 years of a rookie quarterback contract in that spot? So, yeah, I think he should make a trade. He should try to open for business. Is that news? It's also, there's 1 week till the draft. So there's going to be teams lying about a lot of different stuff. If they're talking into an open mic on the record, they're probably lying. So I want to be a little bit skeptical and say, yeah, it doesn't mean they're for sure going to make a trade. But Aaron, I think they should make a trade. Problem is, you need a dance partner.
Yeah, and I mean, they have Jacoby Brissett, right? So who can they like what all would they get back? How many picks and stuff like that? Because they obviously need a lot, the Patriots. They're in rebuild mode right now, but Jacoby Brissett is serviceable. If you can rock with him and then get a bunch of picks and stuff, I like that idea.
Yeah, I mean, it brings into question, too, like, I brought up Minnesota a couple minutes ago. And who was it? Evan Silva, his latest mock draft for Establish the Run, had the top 3 going 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all well and good. Maybe there's no chaos at the 3rd spot. But then had Minnesota staying put at 11. Minnesota, at 11, taking J.J. McCarthy. Okay, Minnesota stays put at 11, goes J.J. McCarthy there, and then boom, boom, 12 and 13. Denver goes Knicks. Vegas goes Penix. Quarterbacks that we don't expect, and if you listen to Benjamin Robinson earlier from Grinding the Mocks, we don't necessarily expect to go that high, but maybe there's a quarterback run. The other possibility, maybe Minnesota doesn't go quarterback at 11. Maybe they say, yeah, we don't believe in any of these guys at 11, but we'll take them at 23, and they make another move at 11. I don't know, but the flux is in the quarterback market, Joe. That's where it is.
Yeah.
That's where there's going to be all the movement. And I think, to your point, this is about, look, the NFL for the last quarter century or so has been about the New England Patriots. For a lot of us, the New England bleeping Patriots. They won't go away, right? It's Brady, it's Belichick. And isn't it ironic that here we are in the downfall of the great dynasty? Tom has gone on to Tampa and won a Super Bowl and is flirting with coming back with the Raiders. And Bill can't get a job even in Atlanta after a couple of interviews. It seems like everything's a mess. They've got to rebuild the Death Star from scratch. And what are we doing? We're sitting here still talking about the New England Patriots, because they hold the key to unlock the whole first round if they want to and cause the chaos that I keep talking about. I'm not sure if this is my own psyche that's been so injured by the Patriots over the last quarter century, feeling like I've got a blank spot in my brain and I've got to talk about them, that's trying to cook up this scenario, or if this is actually like a concrete thing that could really come true, where they trade out of 3 and cause the whole thing to spin out of control. But it all comes back to the Patriots again.
I'm fine with it. It's fine. It's not Belichick and it's not Brady. It's a new era of the New England Patriots. And we're getting the drama where Kraft is talking crap about Belichick to these other teams. Like we're getting some of what we were hoping for eventually. Talk about off air about Paul Aspen being broken. Well, that organization at some levels is broken. And you could take solace in that. Like if they were to build it back up, I would just say, you know what? Respect to them. Everybody left and they were able to start from the ground floor and build it back up. So I'm fascinated to see what New England ends up doing. You got to find somebody that looks at Daniels or May, probably. I don't think it'll be McCarthy, and say, okay, we're willing to give up multiple assets for those guys. I don't know that there's that team. The opinions on May, Aaron, they're all over the place. Some think he's great, some think he's close to Caleb, and some think he's going to be a bust.
And which team would that be that's willing to go all in? It seems like from a front office perspective, that would be bad to go all in for either Drake May or JJ McCarthy. It's a huge gamble on a rookie quarterback when you could just get some draft, stay where you are. I just don't see which team would be that desperate. Right? Especially with JJ McCarthy, that would be shocking. Right. With coming from that defense, so many unknowns. The Drake May thing, I guess if your talent evaluators are like, this guy is the real deal, we've got to, do everything we can to trade up. But I don't know what team that would be.
There's a decent enough cross section of what sounds like the scouting community, the personnel community, that has some level of belief in May's athletic abilities and his skills and his traits, that Drake May doesn't get past that second group of teams at 11, 12, and 13. But in a world where quarterbacks start tumbling down the board, and this would just be for pure entertainment purposes, like I would have my bowl of popcorn and just sit there and stare at the TV for hours next Thursday night. Watching quarterbacks tumble, is that out of the question? After we've spent this whole draft season talking about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 in the top 4, and then maybe another one at 11, maybe we get 6 quarterbacks in the first round. Wouldn't it be hilarious and turn the whole world upside down? Again, if you can't tell this morning, I'm here for the chaos. If quarterbacks start to slide beyond 13, am I getting too crazy now, Joe? Because you could see 6 quarterbacks going if you want to go totally wild and all quarterbacks in the first 13 picks. I think there's also a world where only 3 go. And we get into the teens wondering, where's McCarthy going to land? Well, Nix and Penix, second round, right? Definitely. I mean, that's the other side of the coin.